It's like learn how to go live. I already know how to go live. You just have to actually connect the first time I try, but you never do. You make me do little shenanigans to get it going, but whatever, dude. I guess that's fine. Man, these bots don't waste any time. I swear. One of these days, somebody real will be in my chat. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, if we did get another shiny today, Tree Shake shiny, and even better, a Munchlax, that would be pretty swag. I just don't want to deal with rain, so. Problem solved. I've been getting off of work relatively early this week, so I'm trying to find ways to be productive, get a few things down that I've been done that I've been putting off. And I did exactly that today. Still have some more stuff I need to do. No rest for the wicked. I am waiting for my capture card modded new 3DS to come back. I haven't gotten any email updates or anything, so it's probably still not going to be for a week or so, at least. Which is unfortunate. But hey, got something to look forward to. I'm almost out of leftovers, and I'm gonna have to cook it. But yeah, yesterday we got a shiny Rotom. Didn't have a mark. Clipped it up, put it on our social medias. We're blowing up, going viral. That's why there's so many people in the chat right now. They're all hanging out, talking about how cool my channel is and all my shinies. And I get it. Those things are true. The rough thing about the tree shake hunt is shaking trees is so freaking dull, man. I meant to grab some water before I came and sat down, and now of course I got a frog in my throat. What can you do? My brain keeps imagining that red squirrel. We just realized something pretty important yesterday. We used to run with a team full of Meowths to pick up items when we were doing our KOs, because we used to use the KO method back when people thought that that actually improved the shiny odds, which turns out it doesn't. It only improves the shiny odds for brilliant Pokemon, which appear a maximum of 3% of the time, so basically it doesn't do anything at all. But then I was like, why wouldn't I just use a full team of Yampers? Because every single one of these Yampers is an Apricorn ball, or rare ball, that if the wild Pokemon breaks out of, I can recover. So I got my shiny marked one, and then I got all these fellas. And, yeah. So now we can refund up to 5 rare Pokeballs per encounter. With its swag ball fetch ability. I'm telling you, man. The Emperor is one of the best Pokemon in the game in terms of ability-wise, just because of that. Because if you like to catch Pokemon, and you only get one Apricorn ball through the playthrough, it's going to feel bad if the Pokemon breaks out of it and you just lose it. If you throw a Yamper out, the Yamper will run over, grab it up for you, and you at least get it back. You can't throw that one again in the current catch you're doing, but you can get it back. And I think that's pretty valuable. If I get a shiny, there might be a little demonstration of it. Gotta think of what I want to catch. If it's a Greedent, I don't think I'll even do anything special with it, because Greedent's kind of a poopy shiny. But if we get a Squovit, I might catch it in like a sports ball or love ball or something. I don't know. Haven't quite decided. We already have a bunch of them though. So maybe we'll just do it in like a regular Pokeball or something. But I think we're probably gonna phase in not too long here. And not too long here, we'll phase. We'll get a shiny squirrel. Not a Munchlax, though. I don't think we're getting that shiny Munchlax until we've phased at least like 4 or 5 times. But perhaps we could get lucky. Perhaps. Dude, when I am doing tree shake hunts, I gotta like slam coffee in order to keep myself awake. But the problem is I go to bed pretty early in general, so it's a little late in the day for me to be drinking coffee. To be fair, coffee doesn't really keep me awake, but I have a hard time sleeping in general, occasionally. You know? I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and won't be able to go back to sleep or whatever, so. It's probably not worth it to take the risk. In my own opinion. I had a friend I was going to try to get into Pokemon, and I have a copy of Shield for him, but he's yet to swing by and pick it up. Though I told him, hey man, if you're gonna play Shield, you should definitely play it before you play Scarlet or Violet, because if you play Scarlet or Violet first, it's gonna feel like a step backwards to play Sword and Shield, because it doesn't have like that open worldy stuff. Which I personally like the way that they did Sword and Shield. I know a lot of people were pretty disappointed by it, but if you look at the way that they've been releasing these games, it seems like a very clear linear progression, you know, like overworld, you know, upgraded catch mechanics, battle mechanics. You can see they're like trying out new stuff so that when they come out with Wind and Waves or whatever, they can combine everything that works the best in like a big open world MMO type game, which I know they said they're going to make an MMO, but I don't know if Gen 10 is going to be the MMO, so I assume so. Dude, when I was a kid, or not really a kid, but like a young adult, all I wanted was a Pokemon MMO. I wanted some person out there to develop it or whatever, and I was constantly searching for it. I played in so many different betas of like fan-made ones and stuff. And then when they finally actually came out with a fan-made one, which is I think it's Poke MMO or whatever, I was just so into the main series again that I was like, eh. But if they have like an official one, yeah. I remember I used to play this game called Pokemon Crater. It was a fan game, and in that game it was like so like crappily made. Like you'd walk around on the map and you literally would have like a compass of arrows, and you'd click one of the directions and then the whole screen would refresh and it would move you one frame over, one frame over, one frame over. And that was like the whole gameplay of the game, and then Pokemon you would encounter Pokemon and stuff like that. And eventually they added in shinies, but then they added in like a bunch of other stuff like metal coated and ghost and stuff like that, like all kinds of like alternate versions of every single thing. And it just got to be real wacky. And I wasn't even necessarily really into shinies back then. It wasn't until I started playing Shield that I got into shinies, and it's because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a shiny hunt. And I literally was like, what shiny has like the best bang for your buck to shiny hunt it? And I was like, well, probably the one with the most different forms, because I knew that like Eevee could transform into a bunch of different stuff. So then I said, I like Googled what Pokemon has the most forms, and then it said Rotom. And I like read all up on it and everything, and I was like, it can change in between all these different ones, you know, back and forth. That's actually sick. And from then on, Rotom was my favorite, because he's hands down the best Pokemon in the game. And I don't care if you agree. Man, these bots are the only ones that ever pop on my channel. It's a little depressing. I see someone message and then I'm like, oh, does someone want to talk about Pokemon or something? And then it's like, no. I want to sell you bots so then people will be tricked into thinking that you have any kind of popularity at all. And I'm like, nah. I'd rather them think that I have no popularity until I have some. Tis what it is, man. You ain't made it till you made it. You ain't made it till you made it. But the more cool shiny clips that I collect and stuff, Like, imagine I've been streaming this whole time, and seeing as I've caught hundreds of shinies, I'd have hundreds of clips that each one would have a chance of somebody being like, hey, I should watch that guy live. He seems cool. But no, I just wasted all those shiny hunts. I mean, considering all the Rotoms I've not given away, but like traded off for Pokeballs and stuff like that, and all the ones I've reset over and everything, I probably easily caught like 400 shinies just in this game. And most of them being Rotom. But I'm trying to get a Recluse Mark Rotom. And technically I'm also trying to get a Wild Star Shiny Rotom, but I'm not actively going for it because of how insanely, basically impossible it is. I'd go completely insane if I actually went for it, because I'd have to basically hunt it my whole life. Probably never get it. That's why it's crazy that Reversal got one he wasn't even looking for. We're getting a good amount of Munchlax spawns. If it could just appear shiny, that'd be pretty sick. I would take it. I would take it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I still want in this game. I want the 2% random encounter Wild Dreepy shiny. Tree Shake Munchlax, Recluse Mark Rotom, any Wild Star shiny, Fisherman Marked Dratini, and a Curry shiny. Any Curry shiny, but what I want most of all would be a Curry Authentic Sinisty. That would be so sick. And then at some point I'll probably do the fossils. And more Dynamax Adventure shinies, but I mostly do Dynamax Adventures with my son and my sister, just for fun. I'm not really going for anything in particular after I got Zygarde, because Zygarde was a pain in the butt, man. But if anyone wants to know the optimal way to do Zygarde, just ask me, because I did it for like 7 months. So I got pretty good at getting encounters for it. Like completing it so I can get a chance at it. And it's the most difficult one to beat. By a long shot. The most consistent way to beat it is to find a path that has a lowland sand slash. Do like 2 or 3 swords dance, and then one-shot it in its first form before it transforms. And if you do it offline, the bots won't even hinder you from that, because you're literally doing it solo. So once you find a path that has a lowland sand shrew that you can get your hands on, make sure you have a bunch of Dynamax ore saved up, and you can just pay Dynamax ore to keep quitting out and repeating the same path over and over until you run out of Dynamax ore. Then you find another one with a lowland sand slash in it, and do the same. And that's how you maximize your odds. You're welcome. Send me a screenshot whenever you get the Zygarde. If you use my method. Which I recommend. It's pretty much the only way that you can do it solo without having to like find people that are on Discord that are gonna be doing Zygarde runs. And hope that between all of you guys smashing your heads together, you won't just get wiped anyways. Because a lot of it's RNG of the path. Man, I'm getting a lot of Munchlax spawns. I'm digging it. He just needs to be shiny. We're having good luck today with Munchlax spawns. He just needs to sparkle for us. That's all. That ain't that big a deal. I wonder what the new primary category for Pokemon's going to be, because Fire Red Leaf Green was like the most popular recently, but I felt like that was going to die off fairly quick. So I'm wondering what it'll be next. Probably Pokemon Champions, right? Probably for a while, actually. The only thing about Pokemon Champions is, unless you really like to watch competitive battling, you know, it's going to be limited content. And I need to vacuum the couch again. I let my freaking kid have snacks on there and he makes a giant mess. Tis not my favorite. It bothers me. And the couch has like little ridges on it. I got one of those boneless couches. It doesn't have like any wood or whatever, so we can fold it out like a futon for him, because I don't have a bedroom for him here at the moment. And I won't ever, but I might move into a bigger place eventually. I just like the location and everything, and he said he was chill with it. Ugh. Need to find a way to wake myself up during these tree shake hunts, man. I need to have like a rotating hand on a stick that just slaps me awake every couple minutes. 'Cause this is dull. Shaking the trees, shake them with me. I'd like a shiny Munchlax, please. I bet you guys it's gonna be a squirrel this time. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. It's probably gonna be a squirrel. Call me crazy. Just have this feeling. I was right! That was a big squirrel. Big old squirrel. bolts on my chair are getting loose already. Unless they were installed wrong. Am I... Oh, I think I was just loosening it. Yeah, I gotta tighten this guy up. Oh, well, I guess we're imprisoning. Just put that squirrel in prison, you know what I'm saying? Bro. Squirrel? Squirrel? You get to be free? Lock you up and throw out the key, away the key. 'Cause you dared to try to steal my berries from that tree. Squirrel. Big squirrel, little squirrel living in the tree. Come back here and give me berries. Big squirrel, little squirrel living in the tree. Come back here and bring me berries. If you guys are familiar with the song I'm parodying, which you're probably not. I think it's Luscious Jackson. I'm not sure. Good old Luscious Jackson. Dozing off. Oh my goodness. Give me a shiny. Doesn't even have to be the one I'm going for. Just to give me that jolt of adrenaline to wake me up. Please. Okay. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, baby. Sign the treaty, baby. Sign the treaty. That's not signing the treaty. Just another squirrel! Trying to get a nut. Trying to get a nut. Except there aren't any nuts. This is a berry tree. Bruh, you want a nut, you gotta go to the acorn trees in the forest of focus where I caught more shiny ones of you earlier, bruh. 'Cause I was going for an applin with a mark. And I got one, but it had the wrong sparkle type. Applin with a mark. 'Cause I wanted a star sparkle with a mark. And instead it had squares, which made it more rare. Which really was cool, but really wasn't fair. Then when I finally got the one that I wanted, it was a squirrel instead. When I wanted it to be a little apple, but it didn't really matter in the end. But if the Munchlax has a mark, that would be pretty cool. Shiny Munchlax from a tree. Unlikely though. We haven't gotten a Munchlax in a little minute now. Ooh. I just had a very strange mini dream about dwarves. It's like a father, son, and a dwarf. Or a father dwarf and a son dwarf. And I think one of them had a sword or something. I don't know, man, that was weird. Dreaming of dwarfs. I dream of dwarfs. Do 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 do. Whew. Give me that shiny. I need a little adrenaline bump. I'm falling asleep here. Come on, game. I just read an article today of a guy that leaked a bunch of information about the Man vs. Machine update, and if what he's talking about is actually true, it sounds pretty sick. But he didn't give any time frame it'd be coming out, so sounds like they're taking their time. But it's cool to get some updates on what they've been doing, allegedly, because he's just claiming all this, but it sounds fairly legitimate the way he's talking about it. The little changes they're making and stuff. So it sounds like upon the last update they were still working on the maps and stuff, which is fine. Supposed to be a bunch of new Australians, which will be pretty sick, and I'm still hoping that there'll be a new Robo case. Seems very unlikely that there wouldn't be, because Valve is a big fan of making money, you know what I'm saying? There's no better way to make money than release a case. Ooh, I'm awake. It wasn't a moment ago, but I didn't dream about dwarves this time. Alright. Shiny. Now, please. 'Cause I'm dozing off. Hard to stay awake when you're shaking trees. 'Cause it's boring. So boring. Kind of makes me want to go cast a couple lines in for Dratini. The issue is I don't have anything set up to lock Outrage. There's always a chance it could confuse itself and kill itself, which I don't like. Whoa! Oh wait, I don't think I updated the stream title on my other platforms. Well, since I didn't do that, let's go ahead and just go back to what we were doing. Which was it? Was it fishing we were doing? Let's check. Oh no! It's updated on here. Is it updated on Kick? Oh yeah, I did update it on everything. Fine. I'll keep shaking trees. Ugh, it's just making me drowsy. Kind of makes sense since it's the pre-evolved form of the sleeping Pokemon. Another one! Let's go! Alright, so can we get a back-to-back? Back-to-back. Biggie back-to-back. I think that we can. Biggie back-to-back. Give me another Munchlax so that I can go back-to-back. game. That was not a back-to-back. That was not a back-to-back. That was not a back-to-back. Oh yeah, we were doing Rotom before. That's what we were doing. Ba 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 ba. Ding 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 ding. A squirrel, a squirrel, a squirrel, a squirrel. Have you guys ever seen a squirrel before? Have you ever seen a squirrel before? I've seen at least a couple squirrels before. Speak of the devil. Ooh. This hunt is breaking me. Ooh. Here we go, here we go, here we go, full steam. 2, 9, 3, 7, 2, 9, 3, 3. Oh, come on. Give us any shiny so we can get hype with it. Hype with it. Alright. Shiny time, you guys. You excited? I'm excited. Oh wait, that's not shiny. What the heck? That game. It's not listening. I told it was shiny time. Gave me yet another not shiny squirrel. Oh man, you guys. Give me a shiny Munchlax. Tree shake hunts are dull. I used to use tree shake hunts when I was having a hard time falling asleep. I'd pull out the thing and start shaking trees, and then before you know it, I'd be like passed out, drooling on my switch. Short circuits electrocutes me. I wake up. I'm like, oh no! Put it in a big bowl of rice. Repeat. Whew. Alright. Whew. So tired. I guess I didn't fall asleep particularly early yesterday. Alright, I think we're gonna switch over to the Dratini fishing mark hunt. As soon as we get another Munchlax spawn. fading fast. I'm fading. Munchlax spawn will free us from the torture of this hunt for a little while. Because I cannot stay away. There it is. Hi, buddy. Here's my buddy. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. My good old pal. My buddy pal. My pal buddy. Hey, buddy. Hello, buddy. I'm pretty sure that the Mew I'm using right now was already the one I was using for the, last time I hunted Dratini, so I think I can just fly to a Pokestop and have it learn Outrage again. Pretty sure that's the case. Do. Do. Du hast. Du hast mich. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. Sicher nicht verdad. Problem solved. Why do I keep going to the camp, bro? Got all these yampers. They're happy campers. Came up with that off the top of my head. I make a good curry hunting team, just a whole team of yampers. Look at these yampers. They're all happy campers. It's time to get a shiny Pokemon. Let's go gambling! Will we see a Dratini spawn on the way over the world? So far, not so much. And no. The time has come for a fisherman mark Dratini does. Or shiny, of course. That's a Gyarados. That's a Gyarados. Alright, so there's also a 5% chance of a Phoebus at this place. If we got a Phoebus with a Fisher mark, that would also be pretty cool. But Dratini is our main goal. Wishcat, not so much. Barbroach, not so much. Basculegion, pretty self-explanatory. Or not Basculegion, but Basculin. Pass. I already have a shiny fishing mark Basculin. And I didn't even want it. Just kidding, I wanted something with the fisherman's mark. Never got one before. Ooh, shiny please! Could have been shiny, you guys. It could have been, could have been, could have been, could have been, could have been. Magikarp. Phoebus, not shiny. Could have been, could have been, could have been, could have been, could have been. Could have been shiny, wasn't shiny. Could have been shiny, was not. Could have been, could have been, could have been, could have been. I already have a shiny one with a mark though. It's only the sociable though, so yeah, well, shiny one like a better mark would be pretty cool. Gyarados! If I fall asleep during this hunt, then I'll sometimes miss the reel in. That's pretty annoying. I think that we can go ahead and get a shiny now. Call me crazy. I think we can do that. Instead of been shiny with them like, ew. Oh, look at this little noodle boy. Looking like a cigar or something. Get him out of here. Now, you guys ready? I'm about to freeze time. Fish. Freeze right where you are. Stay right there, bastard. What is cool about this hunt is it's still wild, so something appears, there's still a chance it could have the reverse star sparkles that's super rare, and then I'd be like, oh my word! Be one of my most valuable possessions. Oh, I'm still falling asleep from this one. I need to get more rest today, you guys. Maybe I'll crawl in bed a little bit early today. Because I don't think I've been getting enough rest, even though I haven't been working all that much. Part of the reason why I haven't been super worried about it, because I've been getting done pretty early. Struggling to get my hours, in fact. Last year, I did my taxes last year. I did over 470 hours of overtime. Sheesh. I'm glad they gave a break on overtime. On the taxes. 'Twas nice. 'Twas nice. I just reset the game back to the tree. We're back to the tree. We're back to the tree. We're back to the tree. To the tree, to the tree. I guess that means that the game's gonna give me a shiny Munchlax. So, you know, if that's what it wants to do, then I shall abide and let it give me what it likes. Who am I to deny giving the game what it likes? I don't know who I am. I ain't that guy. I ain't that kind of guy that gonna deny it, you know what I'm saying? Well, I guess we ain't shining, or we ain't doing a Dratini hunt for the moment, because, dang. Dude, what the heck? Why is this on the screen? Is this, how long has this been up here? The fudge? That looks like duty. Ew. Ew. How long has that been up there? I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, well, we're back to the tree, I guess. What happens when you fall asleep? You wake up next to a tree. Are you going to the tree where you can shake it repeatedly until a squirrel falls on me? Strange things are happening, much stranger it would be if one of them were a Munchlax and he were shiny. Are you going to the tree that you would shake repeatedly until a squirrel falls on me? Strange things are happening, much stranger would it be if one of them were a Munchlax and he were shiny. Give me that shiny Munchlax, give me that, give me that, give me that shiny Munchlax, give me that. I would like it if you could give me Munchlax, yes you should. He'll be shiny 'cause he can be, and I will give him lots of candy. Maybe, I don't know. Depends if I want to max that fool out. I'm starting to run out actually, I only have XL candies left. I done spent everything else. Might have to farm some dens. I got 2 switches though, so it's easy to farm the dens. I can have one host a den and the other one farm it. Usually what I do is, I do deli birds. Shedinja's a good one too. You can just insta slap Shedinja. That's what I did for my sister so she could max out all of her team. Hosted a Shedinja den for her. Hi! Well, hello there, Munchlax. Would you mind being shiny next time? Appreciate it. These people out here mowing and it's loud. Loud. to backa, Munchlax. Backa to backa, muncha to laxa. Come on. Come on. That ain't a Munchlax, that looks like a squirrel. Kinda look like a squirrel right there. I'm thinking that I must admit it looked like a squirrel right there. At least a little bitty bit, it looked like a squirrel. Squirrel. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. 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 Squirrel, 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 squirrel. Yet another squirrel. Small world, yet another squirrel. Small world, yet another squirrel. Ba 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 ba. It's another squirrel. It's another squirrel. It's another squirrel. Munchlax. You want up here, shiny bruh? Do you want to, bruh? Dude, I don't usually dream, but I'm like dozing off and dreaming about real strange things. That last thing I couldn't even share with you guys because it's too weird. You guys will judge me. Yeah. I'm dozing. The game could just give me a shiny Munchlax. I would dang old appreciate it. That's a squirrel. I got a whole bunch of work shirts from my work, and they were like used, but like in good condition or whatever, and I don't like doing laundry, so I like to have an abundance of them. And I just hung them up in my closet, and then when I went to put them on, they all smelled like diesel fuel, and I was like, ew. So I had to wash them all. Should be pretty fresh now. Even ran a little bit of vinegar up in there, help get rid of the smell. So it should be chill. The only problem is the dryer in my apartment. I think they got the lamest energy saver one imaginable. Because you can just dry it over and over and it stops itself before it's completely dry. And I'm like, okay, I guess my stuff's always going to be at least like a tiny bit wet when I'm putting it away, and that's awesome. Freaking A. Dude, I was looking at my stream uptime and I was like, my swear it said I was at an hour like 10, 15 minutes ago. I'm in like a freaking time warp of shaking these trees. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Shaky the tree. Shake that tree for me. Shake that tree for me. Come on, girl, shake that tree for me. Shake that tree for me. And I'm gonna have a party. Gonna shake the tree. I'm gonna act retarded. Shake it repeatedly. If you wanna get a shiny baby step right up, you just gotta shake the tree until it falls and stuff. Some trainers act retarded. Some trainers bout it. I wanna put them on the shiny with a mark and such. Wanna get a baby step right up. And that Pokemon's holding that tree. The way it's holding that tree, it don't wanna let it free. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. So many squirrels, so little time. Oh. We're gonna call this the narcoleptic hunt, because I fall asleep in between every counter. Huh? Shiny? No? Okay, huh? What? Huh? Oh, huh? Shiny? No? Okay. Huh? What do you say? Is it shiny? No? Okay. Whew. I gotta remember to put out my trash today. Starting to get pretty full. Dude, these guys gotta be doing this landscaping right outside of my window infinitely, bruh. Even the handicap unit. Need to assume that I am having a tough time. Because I have a wheelchair. I do. I got a wheelchair. Bet you wish you had a wheelchair. I can do wheelies in my wheelchair. I wear heelys in my wheelchair. Oh. We're gonna keep going for the time being. Feel like it's just around the corner. That wasn't it, but it could have been. Go and put it back to back. Back, back, forth and forth. Back, back, forth and forth. Back, back, forth and forth. Shake that tree. Back, back, forth and forth. Shake, shake, shake a tree. Shake your body like. That was a back to back. Hey, Shake, shake the tree. Shake it all the time. Shake up the tree. Get an encounter and shine. Okay, I believe you. Shake up the tree. Get an encounter and shine. Everybody shine. That Munchlax, he's going to shine. I catch him for a long time. He never goes back to wild. He will be raised as my child. Shake out the tree. Get up encounter and shine. Okay, I believe you. Shake out the tree. Get encounter and shine. Everybody shine. All these copyrights today are going to be wild, man. They're going to be shutting my channel down. That's 3 strikes all at once. You're out. You're too accurate to the original in tone and lyric content and depth and brevity. I don't even know what brevity means. Just heard it. I think it's something you put on a cake or something. You know what I put on a cake? A shiny Munchlax. Come on, bruh. Come on. I'll give you some cake. I'll give you some cake. Rip. You're just a squirrel, bruh. You just a squirrel, bruh. You just a squirrel, bruh. Why don't you listen? 'Cause I ain't got nobody to listen. It's squirrel. If it were blue, it would shine. 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 No squirrels. If it were blue, it would shine. 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 Another squirrel. Either give me a shiny Munchlax or a shiny something else. I'd like to phase or something. Have a little excitement in my life. Okay? You can give me shiny squirrel. I will take it. Come on, bro. Squirrel after squirrel. Squirrel after squirrel. Squirrel after squirrel. Squirrel after squirrel. I want a Munchlax. I want it to shine so that I may catch it and it would be mine. I want a Munchlax. Oh yes I do. And if you were me, you would want your Munchlax too. Another squirrel. I never would have guessed it. Not in a million years would I've guessed it would be another squirrel. I'm faded. Ooh. Sometimes those noises get real weird in my dreams. I'm like, what's that sound? Where it's like, pa-bloom, pa-bloom. Then I wake up and I'm like, oh, this again. Come on, game. Give me a shiny Munchlax. Ain't nobody can complain about it. Alright, everybody will be happy. Nobody gonna hold me down. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give me a shiny. Because I'm patient. I'm literally falling asleep. My goodness. Alright, since I cannot stay awake, I think I'll take my leave after the next Munchlax spawn. However long that may take. Oh, man. Might take a while, you guys. I'm gonna fall asleep. We're wrapping it up on the next Munchlax. Wrapping it up on the next Munchlax. There he is! Well, it's been fun, you guys. Just a little brief stream here. Doing tree shaking, switching over to fishing, forgetting that we were fishing and going back to tree shaking. It was a weird one. But I did have fun in between falling asleep constantly. But I mean, this is going to be our narcoleptic hunt. It just is what it is. I'm a tired guy. Tree shaking's boring. I'm going to be falling asleep. It is what it is. But it's been fun, you guys. Come back for the next one.